best friend, Web C here, and we are live. All right, everybody. Here we are. This is what I'm working on at the moment. Sandrock Custom, I'm just finishing up that shield and his weapons. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. See how fun it is. Yo. But as for the robot, he's done. I finished him up. He's looking pretty good. He's pretty big. He's a beast. And, he looks pretty good. We're doing good. Alright, so the shield is built. We got our first two slides cut, ready for putting them into water. And while those two soak, we will cut off the next two slides on the list. Uh-oh. Hey, we got our first guest into the show. Welcome, Oni Mecha. How's it going, buddy? We are live on
What's up? What's up? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna set this camera up.
Awesome.
Right.
We got one of our other admins will be coming in. I think his name's Doug. He'll be coming in. We're going to talk with him about his competition that he's got starting up here soon. I think tomorrow it's either tomorrow or Tuesday. The voting ends for the colors for the build off, because I guess we're doing like a team mascot for Kit Bash Gundam. So it's gonna be inside Kit Bash Gundam build off. So anybody who's a member of that'll be able to join up and hang out with us, and hopefully one of you will make our really cool mascot. And then what we'll do is we'll transform that mascot into a cartoon, and we will put it on stickers and make it part of, everything that has to do with Kit Bash Gundam. We'll make sure that mascot's hanging out with us and doing that.
Damn, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, how many guys you got already jumping in?
For today's show?
No, for the competition.
I think we have about 6 people that have showed interest for the competition so far.
Nice.
Doug usually gets a pretty good turnout on competitions when he does them. I think I won the last competition that he did. This is before I really became a full admin member of the group and everything. I was just coming in and proving myself, and they're like, we're hosting this competition, and I jumped in there and did it. That's right, I got a win off of that. I was like, oh, that's cool. I did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
I repainted a Leo. Turned out nice. So, water slides. I'm still on these water slides. So yeah, we'll see. It looks like Doug's probably gonna have a little bit of issues. Kerry is coming to the show. He'll be on his way. He said he's having some issues, or he said he's getting to it. And then Doug said he's getting it all set up. So that means he's gotta probably just punch in his name and stuff. They'll be here soon. Then I don't think we'll see Hiko today. That wild child. But what we do need is I need Doug or Carrie, or I need Carrie to go share this to the Facebook. That's how we're getting around things for the moment.
Man, I'm trying to hook up this Bluetooth, and for some reason it ain't acting right. All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Man, it's not.
Is it not connecting?
It says it's connected, but what's going on? It says it's connected, but it's not.
It's weird. I can hear you. There's audio settings that you might have to go. Let me see what it says. When you hit audio input, and then it should say headset earpiece, and you should select that and see if it changes it in the settings. Hey everybody, welcome to Model Rocketeer, to the Sunday afternoon podcast. How's it going, Carrie? Hello? Is your sound working today, Carrie? Wow. Carrie's got low connectivity. So let's get him to figure that out real quick. He's gonna reload. What did he say? Oh man. Homie, I wish you weren't at work either. You could be hanging out with us on the live. We got a message from one of our YouTube followers. He says, hope you guys have a nice Sunday, and he wishes he wasn't at work. So, super awesome. Did you get your earpiece figured out yet, Oni? Oh, no. Your internet's frumping it up, too. All right. You there? Hello? Oh, no. Your sound went out. Are we getting any sound? Yeah? I got sound. Hello.
Hello. This probably won't last very long.
Oh no. The weather's still crappy down your way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got an overcast here too. It was storming all morning, and the storms are to the south of me, but you know the overcast still hangs up here.
Right. But yeah, like I'm trying to sit in my studio. It's like a small box, and everything's wireless up here, and it's just not good enough.
Oh, okay. Your router
Directly above
must be.
the cable box and stuff. But I'm gonna have to go get like a 200-foot Cat 5.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I got one long Cat 5 that I hook my PlayStation up with. I used to run it all the way through my
Yeah,
house.
because that like
So yeah.
because right downstairs is where my PlayStation is. So it's hardwired to that for the house, but I'm gonna have to run a cable all the way upstairs.
I know how that goes. Oni is having some sound issues. He was trying to hook up a Bluetooth, and I don't think it was working. I'm hearing you good and clear. Just hope Oni comes back and gets his stuff figured out.
We got Andrew too.
I'm not 100% sure. I hit him up with a bunch of messages. And,
I saw his chat bubble moving around in the chat. That's why I was wondering. I thought maybe he was active moving.
he might have just sent me a message or something, but like I said, I'm working on this project and figured why not go live, talk to people about some things. I wanted to get everybody a chance to file in and stuff before we start talking about all those things. Uh, our buddy
Because I was just talking to Oni
Sullivan,
and I was trying to work something out to do a chat.
Sullivan's in Wisconsin in the airport hangar, and it's dark, wet, and smelly. Eh, that's pretty close to being in a Gundam hangar. Dark, wet, and smelly. So let's get back over here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the deal is. Like sometimes connection's great, sometimes it's not. I'm gonna go check something. Okay. So Oni said his stuff is loading funny, so he doesn't know. Let's try and give them a minute. Yep. So yeah. Well, here are the two decals I've done so far on the shield.
All right, hell yeah. And those are water slides, right? Because I keep looking at the water, the dry transfers that I have.
Oh yeah, I am not a fan of any kind of dry transfer, so you will never really see me use a dry transfer. If they come with dry transfers, I give them to my kids. You know, they're not
I
things
like
I keep. Yeah. I like
right
the
on. I
water
like them.
decals. I mean, dry transfers, I've tried them. I'm just not a big fan. They're, kind of sketchy.
Right on.
I
They
saw
are because of the
somebody,
way you have to apply them. But I think they
yeah,
look. I think they look better than water slides if you apply them properly.
I believe they could, yeah, because they don't have that glue level or that glue stuff.
Exactly. And I've
I
always
could, I
found
could
the best
definitely
luck
see it.
to put that directly. If you're going to repaint the kit, gloss coat it and then put those on and then top coat it, or put it directly
Yep.
on the plastic and then top coat it.
Awesome. Oni, how's your sound? Is it working now?
Yeah, yeah, everything is good. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what happened. I just started buffering. I was trying to connect the Bluetooth to it, but for some reason it wasn't going through.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I told Carrie. I thought you were fiddling around with that, trying to see if you could get that to work or not.
Yeah, I was trying to see if it would work, but it didn't seem like it was going to go through. So I had to like shut everything down and just go ahead and restart on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all good. Where do we leave off?
Where do we leave off? I am just putting some slides on this thing. The shield for
Yeah.
the Sandrock custom.
Yeah.
Then,
I'm working on awakening.
Yep. Carrie's working on waking himself up. I am. Other than that, we're waiting on Doug to get in. I don't know who else is going to be coming in. Andrew has been told he's kind of wanted in the podcast today. He might be out with his kids or something though. So if he is, I wouldn't expect him to come hang out with us at the moment.
Right. That's
Right.
Yeah. So totally cool if that's what the deal is with Andrew. No pressure there. My kids, on the other hand, are eating up all the internet, so I had to switch over to my 5G service on my phone. So we'll see how long that lasts. I got unlimited data, so don't worry. Gotta pay for that, or else they get you in all those hidden fees and stuff.
I put that unlimited data shit to the test.
Yes, man, I make them throttle me down 3 times. No. You used up your bandwidth for the month. All right, what's the next level? Let's knock you down a tier. Let's see how much of that I can use up. I've told them, I was like, when you tell me unlimited, that means unlimited. That does not mean
exactly
anything else. Like that word has a significant meaning to me. Yep. So, let's see, G and H, sticker G and sticker H. Oh, those are big.
That's what she said.
Oh man! Wow.
Yep. My intention was to go and try to get some more primer today, and the wife was gone. So
Oh yeah, she just woke up and left your ass home, huh?
Yep.
It can happen.
I was gonna try to go to Walmart and get a can or two, just some cheap paint, so I can make some progress forward with the armor. So
yeah,
I got plenty to do.
All right. Y'all don't mind if I listen to some music? Well, what kind of music y'all guys listen to, anyways?
Anything good.
Yeah, I was gonna say anything good.
Okay,
I don't really have a specific type.
So like no new music, huh?
Yeah. If they got a little or what is it? A song that has the same word a million times in it, I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
Other than that, we're good. And that goes for country songs too, though. Those songs, there's some of those songs that got too many of the same word in it.
You gotta have something quality about the song. Like, it's got to be deep. It can't just, like you said, somebody fucking farted on a snare drum.
Yeah, no, don't fart on the snare drum.
Remember Airheads? That's where I keep getting that reference from.
No, I don't think I ever heard of Airheads before.
Oh, dude, it's got Brandon Fraser, Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler. It's great. They take over a radio station because they want to get their one fucking song on the radio so they can be famous. Ends up turning into a debacle because of water guns filled with pepper, like hot sauce. And they end up going to prison, but they become famous.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Moderate to severe.
Good. It's a cult classic. You got to see it.
Yeah, I remember that movie.
Change your plan.
That's an older movie.
Yeah.
93, 92?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's old. I was probably too young to watch it
It
when
might
I
be
did watch it.
like 96 or something maybe, but yeah. It's old.
Yeah. All right, y'all guys, let me know if it's too loud. I'm just gonna have it like playing just a little bit in the background.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't want to drown y'all out. You know what I mean? Whenever I
As
get
long as
Definitely
into
not. Oh,
it's picked up too, it won't get filtered by whatever sees it, or like right, Mike, like YouTube will pick up if it can hear it.
well, if they have an issue with that, they'll let us know. They'll
Okay.
interrupt our broadcasts. So
But I
I
noticed
haven't
that
gotten a noti.
if we all can't hear it, then it's kind of muffled, and I don't think like YouTube hears it as well as the person does.
Right, right.
okay,
Like I
okay.
said, if I get a notification, I can just turn on like some lo-fi or something. They do give me a few free instrumentals on this for us to throw
Cool.
on as background. This is so weird.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I'm in the mix of picking up another kit from a friend. He's gonna send me a Jesta and a Zaku 2.0 for my resin kit that I got back here and that I'm trying to complete.
I stumbled across a resin kit for a Jesta. I'm not sure what it was, but it was like most of it was armor panels to put on the master grade. Literally, it looked pretty awesome.
You might be talking about the F 2000. Was it
I'm
what is
not sure.
extremely funky?
I don't even know. I just stumbled on last night, and it was awesome. And the kit was just armor pieces that go like on the inner frame. So I think it's just like almost direct replacement pieces, but it looked cool.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Where in the world is Carmen Sago?
Yup. I remember that show. That had that lady on it.
Carmen Sago made me a hood
She
rat.
used to like holler all the time.
Yeah. On TikTok, instead of Dora the Explorer, there's one called Hora the Explorer, or just
Oh
Hora.
no. Really?
I love it. It's awesome. She's not that good looking, but those booty shorts are just badass.
Oh, sad day.
No comment.
No comment.
Yeah, yeah. I see they coming out a lot of crazy shit nowadays, man.
There's no limit. The imagination's the limit. You just got to have the balls, or the tenacity to push it to that level.
Yeah,
Whatever, man. There's nothing that's off limits anymore. Literally.
yeah, yeah. That ain't no lie. That ain't no lie at all.
And with that being
Yup.
said, we should be able to have enough common sense to understand that we're going to experience shit that is off the chain, and to not get upset or personally hurt by that shit. Let it go, man.
No, there's still a lot of people out there that can't handle that kind of what do you call it, like sense of humor, or either
Yeah. It's very
they're just too sensitive. But that's fine, you know. To each their own, and you know we just got to respect that. You know, hey, if it makes you uncomfortable or something like that, it's kind of touchy. You know, it's cool. We won't
yep.
bring it up again. You know.
Like, speak up, say something. We'll work around it because we're not here to harm people.
Right. Right.
But that's what it is. A lot of people, they wait too long, and when they do say something, sometimes it explodes and it comes out wrong. You just got to be brave enough
Right.
to
Just
speak
keep it down inside.
and say what you got to say, and try to make a conversation and let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. Can't just bury it down deep inside, man, because it ain't no good for anybody.
Right. So what part of Texas are you in? Curious.
Oh, I am originally from Houston, Texas. So I'm on like the southeast side of Houston, but we
Okay.
currently moved out to one of the smaller cities, closer to the coast. I don't know if you're too familiar with like Crosby, Baytown area, Mount
Yep, I used to
Bellevue area.
live in Corpus and Galveston.
Yeah, it's pretty nice down there, man. Uh, when the season's right.
Yep. My mother's family. My mother's from Reynosa, Mexico. So everybody came and settled on this side of the border, real close, and then
Oh,
moved into like Ricardo and Kingsville. But I had family that moved into Corpus and then Dallas, Fort Worth area.
oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I'm a redneck Mexican. My mother's from Mexico.
Yeah,
My
Mexico.
father's from now here in West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm a Mexa belly.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, there's a lot of guys like that, man.
Got the best of both worlds, brother. I'm telling you.
Oh yes.
But it's been a while since it's been a couple years anyway since I've been to Texas last. 'Cause I tried to go visit family and stuff, and I was living there a couple years ago. I just couldn't find the work I was looking for, and I was still way down south in like Kingsville and stuff, and there was just no work down there. And I didn't want to move away to be by myself. I wanted family to be close. It wasn't happening.
Mm,
What's
yeah, my bad. Oh, just trying to work something out. Work something out with my buddy over here.
all right?
Yeah, he's I'm a sucker for Zaku's, man, and he's letting one go for a very decent price. You know, I got to jump on it.
Nice. I just recently built
Uh,
Zaku, and it was kind of on the recommendation of all the other guys in the group that like Zaku who's building them. So I saw one. It was the Origins Red Comet Sharzaku. It was a great kit. I mean, it looks good. Articulation is like a mini master grade. I was very impressed for an HG. That's a kit to grab.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But that
Yeah, man.
that really kind of made me fall in love with the Zaku platform to an extent. There's just certain parts about the design that I can't stand, like whatever powers the leg armor, those big ass cables. I just see that as it's a weak spot.
Yeah. Yeah. I see that if that was to get snagged on something or some kind of way, either get chopped up, you're gonna lose all power, to the leg. But I don't know. I guess it's just for some reason, just it being a bare basic mobile suit versus the actual Gundam. Like
Right.
this is actual, man. It's hard to explain. It's just it's not your average mobile. I'm sorry, it's not your average Gundam. This is This is a mobile suit. You know what I mean? This is the underdog. You know what I mean?
We took the idea and souped up the mom station wagon to compete with the big boys, and it's a bad.
Yes. Yeah.
It is. The Gundam is badass stuff, but like you said, it's not a Gundam. It's not flashy
Right.
like that. It's not real pretty, but it is. It's a sleeper. It's a bad son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on other people to come in here.
That's what I do find interesting about a lot of the Xeon mobile suit designs. I'm not a fan entirely.
Oh yeah, Soldan said he's an Air Force brat. That's awesome.
Who?
My family's a Navy family. So
Who's an Air Force brat?
Soledad. Oh, he's one of our it's one of our viewers over on YouTube.
Oh, right on. Cool, man.
We've got viewers. We've got viewers, Carrie. We really do. I promise. There are people that like us. No.
Yeah, I'll
get
get there. Air Force. I'm trying to figure out who it was, man. Awesome. Air Force is awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Definitely awesome. I am so close to being done with the show.
Man, that's cool. I wish I had joined the Air Force or the Navy or something instead of the Army. I just joined because it was easy. They let anybody in the Army. So that's how I kind of fell into that. But I wish I would have known of my potential at the time, because I would have done something better with it versus stumbled into it, found out I was good, and then made it work for me. I wish I had known and jumped into something way better.
Registration for me was going great until they looked at my medical record.
Right.
And then they're like, "No, you're gonna stay home." I was like, "What?" They're like, "Yeah, we're not even gonna try with you. You're just gonna stay home." So that was my extent in the military. I have a draft number, so
Right on.
but I have tried to voluntarily go into service, and they did not take me. So that sucks. To be one of those people that tries to voluntarily go and you don't get taken, I feel like that's really bad. Like, I don't know how else to feel about that.
Well, you have to look at this way too. They don't want to cause any more harm than they've already found. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because they could
that is a way to look at it.
And really ruin your body or whatever. But I mean, that's a good thing also. I do understand, because I have other friends that are like that, or a family that didn't get to that didn't keep the process going.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta take it with yourself.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
So I signed up for a different type of service. I've been a member of the Sons of the American Legion.
Oh yeah.
They're a really good outfit. My grandpa was a commander for the Sons of the American Legion. He wasn't just like he was like one of the high-ranking members of the club, and so he got to be like that guy that sat on the back of the car in the parades and stuff. It was really cool to do those things with my grandpa, because he really cared a lot about servicemen, and he wasn't my biological grandpa. He was my grandma's third husband. So but he was grandpa to me. Like, it didn't matter. He was grandpa to me. So he was a great guy, and he used to take me out to do all those things. Like, whenever they would do marches or parades, or whenever they would have cook-offs or whatever, all hosted by the SAL. That's what I would do. I would go do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. It's good. It's good to be interactive and keep that community alive. You know what I mean? Because them guys, man, I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. Them guys, they risk it all for us. You know what I mean? And
definitely that. The little smile that gets put on their face. It's worth
man.
it.
It's shooting when they come back home, and they come back to to shit that changed. You know what I mean? Or something else. And we got to take care of our guys, man. We have to.
Definitely.
Things are changing. that was a big turning point. That was something me and Scott from Clarksville Hobby were talking about right before you jumped in. Mike too was veteran stuff and how that works because it's new in this age anyway. Because I introduced a lot of what I do to some veterans in programs in this area, but there are no programs, and that was something that I'm on board with to try to change the recreational therapy program by getting Scott at Clarksville or whoever to pour some resources into programs like that.
Yeah.
Or get a distributor that can do that. So that's what we're on talks with that. But it used to be a little different, and now these guys are coming back from combat. They've got some different symptoms and different problems than the older generation had. So, and I found
I mean,
the hobby industry is really good at being, it's very conducive to helping with this.
Well, yeah, definitely. It gives you something else to concentrate on. It gives you, it gives there's so much, man. There's so much that being in the hobby world can do for everybody. And I love that. I love that.
So, leather, leather stamping, and I stumbled across something that there was a need, and I was trying to fill that need. So that's another part of all what it was, because it helped me. I just didn't know how quite to give it back, so I'm building a network on that side of trying to get some people that can give resources to programs or reinstill or rebuild a program that just doesn't exist anymore.
Okay. I hear you.
But yeah, it's not just playing with toys anymore. It's I mean, man, this is saving lives. Kind of literally.
Yeah, that's the best thing about it. The best feeling about the whole process of doing this and being involved in all of this is, the positivity that comes out for everybody.
I never thought it would be like reaching across the world, like it's just like across your yard, talking to people and building. What we're doing. Like it was, like I said, just your neighbor across the street, from the Philippines or from wherever.
Right.
It's taken that that global scale of so far away into nothing. It doesn't even matter. What does suck are those that might not have an ability to get connected. They could really use, just a basic connection where they can just talk to somebody.
Yeah, that is very much so something that sucks.
It's like you could solve the idea of like all civilization needs fresh water. So you got water, but there's always like a community place, right? The community hall, let's say, where there should be basic amenities, electric, water, and I mean maybe access to media. Some staff that run that help do whatever.
Yeah.
But they would have access to being able to see stuff like this or whatever. I don't know. I know it sounds really easy. And I don't want to be naive or even let on that I would be so naive, because I understand the real world is a pretty ugly place. But it would just be really cool.
Right.
I feel like we have the technology and the ability to do that so easily in the blink of an eye. I mean, fucking Elon Musk is flipping rockets and landing on their ass. And we're fighting and shit amongst each other over stupid emotions and bullshit, and people starving and shit like that. What the fuck?
This is a pretty sweet looking shield once it's all decked out with decals.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
awesome. And that's the Sandrock.
I like the claws on it, man. Yeah, that's the Sandrock.
I like Sandrock.
I put a little hidden gem in there too.
Oh snap! Is that off the decal?
Oh, cool.
I put the Bandai.
Dude,
My little hidden gem.
on my RC cars and stuff, I'll cut the little like to me symbols out that's on the paper, the decals, and I'll put them on the windows. Represent that.
Yeah. I got two old school Sprint, what do you call them? The HPI,
Oh shit!
the Sprint chassis and everything. Some drift. I got two old school drift cars.
That's awesome.
And I got the basic Rustler, and I got a Stampede for my son. But that Rustler is my main. It's my main thing. I got a Castle Creation, the Mamba.
So did you guys know I could do this? I can throw these comments up from our buddy here.
I'm watching, yeah.
So back to what we were talking about with the Zaku's, he says I guess he's saying that's kind of what makes them look like weapons of war. How we were talking about we didn't like the hoses. And
yes, yes.
All right, and then
What gets me I was in the military, so I look at things that way. And if I find a weakness, that's the first shot I'm going to take. First shot, I'm going for your hoses. I don't give a damn.
I'm right. Yeah. This is cool though. I like being able to put up his posts or whatever. This is very interactive. This just adds to that other level. He says it'll be nice to have weekends off. I'm trying to get weekends on because I'm trying to later here in September I'll be thinking about going back to work.
It's like the older I get, the older I get, the more I appreciate my weekends. More I appreciate my days off. You know what I mean?
I can hear that though. Definitely hear that. Yeah, that's so cool that we can
start looking at things in a way different.
Yeah,
You stop
stuff. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Rustler though, for real, that thing's legit. Those are really hot in the community now. I'd like to get a Stampede. We have a Stampede class at the local shop that race. It is cool. It looks fun. I race on road. I got a Subaru 4-drive.
Oh, cool.
You said you got a Subaru RC car?
Yeah, I'll show you.
Oh, nice.
A bunch of stuff. I'm from an old school.
Nice. What's that down there?
That's an Yokomo. And it's early 90s.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. It's 4-wheel drive. It's built driven. I'm trying to build it.
Oh, dude! All my RCs are sitting in the garage waiting to get rebuilt. Man, I haven't touched those guys in a while.
I have a crawler, the airplane, a boat, a pan car.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, man, you're a pretty good collector. Pretty much have a lot of badass toys.
Yeah, I was home about one ago, and all the shit was in storage, and I paid my storage up because how much money I fucked everything up. But money I did invest properly. I did. I paid my certain things on my storage unit was paid for. So by the time I got out of this recovery unit and I got my ass figured out, I was able to get back to the storage unit, and I still had a few months left on it. So all my RC cars, my first Gundam models and stuff that I had my life were still sitting in there. So I was able to get them all back out, and that was what helped me rebuild my life with what I'm doing now.
Okay. Yeah.
I lost everything with a lot of
I get
other things. But I think few toys I had put on storage, and I was smart enough to pay the bill, for like a couple of years in advance, and yeah, that was cool. But I'll be with you on the side. I'll send you an invite to other things I'm doing. Like you see, so you cars, man. You can totally post pictures on another group because I do RC, and I'm trying to take that racing footage that I get and put it over there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, that's cool. Yeah. So what scale is your Subaru? Is that a 1/10 scale, or is it that 1/10 scale, or is it a little bit smaller? Geez, what's that other scale that they have?
116. I mean, they
1/16.
go
That's right.
like 125.
Holy crap.
I turn my camera around. Okay, so I can turn it. There we go.
Yep.
You can see it now.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's the master diorama in progress.
Yeah.
The just. There we go. Okay. But yeah, it's a Tamiya kit. It's backwards. Is it backwards to you?
Yeah.
Backwards to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
What?
backwards.
This is I noticed that.
That's pretty sweet.
Turn the mirror off.
I mean, it got some really good stuff.
All right. But anyway, that was a kit that I was able to pick up and just build it. But instead of making it blue, I made it black. Same
Ah,
setup.
yeah,
A single
okay.
four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
You just put the parts together. Like it came in a unscrew,
Yes.
and I just put it together.
Yeah, and I end up picking up man, I don't know if it's Tamiya or not. I forgot who I ended up picking up the F12, the Ferrari F12, and it's a touring car, and
yeah.
it's 4-wheel drive. It looks pretty damn clean, man. But I wish I had it all set up over there. I got it all put up in boxes in the garage, man. I need to go ahead and pull those guys out. Those HPI drift cars, they're 4-wheel drive, but they're running off a belt.
Yeah, they're really awesome. I like it.
They're super quiet. They're super quiet. I didn't think they were going to be that quiet, man. They're very quiet.
All right, hold on. He cut out. He'll be back in just a second.
It's all good. It's all good.
61, here he comes. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I kept
cutting
trying.
out again.
I kept trying to flip the camera, and it wasn't having it. Because there's a delay. You click the button, it's like you got to count to 3, and I kept touching the button. You know what I mean? So you've got to just be patient. Oh,
Yep.
camera on. There we go. There we go.
You're coming.
Oh, my phone's hot, and it's like, nope, camera will not turn on.
Oh no.
That's cool because it gives me a big yellow unable to access camera temperature warning. That's telling me about my phone. That's nice. I'll take that.
Your phone is too hot.
Man, I left my phone. I forgot it actually. I left it in my car one day, and it got destroyed by the sun. I had it mounted on the little I had it mounted on the windshield so I can check out what's oh.
I'm gonna tap its case.
Okay. Are y'all guys gonna still be chit chatting for a while?
Maybe.
Okay. I need to go ahead and help my wife out real quick. She
Oh yeah.
just something real quick. I'll be right back. Maybe about 20 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be around. I'm sure
All
I'll
right.
be around.
All right. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh, so much better. Yeah, I've got
Awesome.
this humongous case on my phone for protection, and it's
Okay.
awesome. But when I start using the hell out of it, it gets really hot,
Oh yeah, I know how that
and I'm
goes.
using
That's
the
like
hell out
if
of
I
my
use
phone.
my phone while I'm charging it, it'll heat up. Just like that.
Right, because I can plug my phone in from dead, almost dead. It charges like in 20 minutes, and it gets hot as shit. But it's awesome. It works so good. So happy with its performance.
Yeah, performance.
All right, now.
I gotta go pull. Hey, Caden, will you come here? Will you go pull the package of chicken wings out of the freezer? Please. Then wash your hands when you're done. Alright, where are we now? This last sticker. Oh, I got a couple more stickers. Hold on. But I got one sticker left for this one thing I'm doing. Stop in the name of love. Alright.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
You're back. There you go.
Now they got it all fixed up. Much better, much better. Let it cool off a little bit.
There's a little gun.
Right there by my air vent, too, so it's really nice. It'll work good for a little bit.
Little handgun. Little machine gun with some decals.
Nice. I've got a couple of decals that are supposed to go on this beam rifle, so I'm interested in seeing that. I think I need to repaint it. What is it? Is it just stock plastic, or did you paint that, Mike? I didn't see that great, like the color.
This is stock. I didn't do any painting on this kit. All I did was top coat. Everything's been top coat once. All right, for all you guys out there, might as well just move
Because I
on
painted
into
this beam rifle like a gunmetal color, thinking gunmetal being.
Oh yeah. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. You guys want to talk about this?
Bum bum bum. Absolutely. This is where you get like where a bunch of kids are like, yeah.
Yeah.
When you like a soundboard, you know what I mean?
Yay.
Hit the
Hell
yeah
yeah.
button. Everybody, it's like a bunch of kids are like,
Yep.
yeah.
All right. Web C's bounty
Ready,
bag.
kids?
It is
Yeah.
a year-long competition that has a monthly challenge installed into it. So everybody has to apply every month to get into the competition. And every month we'll announce a winner, and that winner gets one slot entry into the competition. Once we have 12 entries, we will start the tournament, and the tournament will be of the 12 entries builds from the bounty bag. Now, what that means is I will send you the bounty bag, and inside the bounty bag will be up to 40 parts that you will have to use in addition to a pre-built kit or a brand new kit of your choice to add to, to do a kit bash. So yes, I'm asking you to do a kit bash, but I'm giving you the parts to kit bash, and you
Don't
have
freak
to make
out.
the best of those parts. Yep, and you have to make the best of those parts. So
But this
that's
is a
how the
great
kit
chance
bash
for those
section
people to
works.
learn also how to start kit bashing a little bit, because in this month's time, you're going to be able to have some access to some information, some tools, tips, and tricks. Mike, why do you think that would be able to take that kit
Oh,
bash,
definitely,
for a beginner even to
definitely.
take on this challenge?
Definitely, because yeah, we got guys like Hiko who's constantly giving you tips and stuff on tools and how to make the most out of each tool and stuff. And so yeah, definitely. Um, and every week on Friday Night Kit Bash, I am working on doing an actual kit bash where I take parts and modify them and stuff. Right now, my mods are kind of simple. I'm just doing scribe work, but yeah, I think every week I pretty much go through and showcase the kit, show you all the things that I've done to it so far throughout the progression of the time with this kit. I figure by December we'll be done with that kit. It'll take a while. That kit's been, it's just, I only work on it for the 2 hours of that show. So I figure 8 hours a month working on it. When I usually put 100 hours into a kit, 8 hours a month, that'll get me up to, I think December, January is when that kit will be finished. Sounds like a long time out. Um, then,
Sorry to cut you
yeah,
off.
we're also waiting on our friend Doug to get in here so he can talk about his competition that he's hosting right now. So, what I want to let him talk about it. So, we're gonna wait for Doug to get his stuff together. I don't know if he's figuring it out or what. I don't think he's understanding the savvy that we've moved our stations or whatever. So we shall see. Oh, Carrie will be back. Oh, yes. Choo, doo, 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 doo. Ping, ping, ping. Yo.
Wow, I totally just got booted for a second.
Oh, no.
That's okay. It was just that quick. You just hit join and it pops right back up. Like whatever
Yeah.
timing that took, I just pushed the button and wait, and here
Okay.
I am.
It tried to refresh on me. That might have been my fault. I'm not sure. All
I was
right. So,
wondering though if I could tap into where Doug's at. 'Cause I'm using my phone for this right now, so if I can find Doug, then see if I can get him to answer.
oh,
Back there behind the scenes, you guys. This
yeah.
is BTS Sunday, I guess.
Behind the scenes Sunday?
Just
Doesn't
probably.
sound too bad.
I know, right? It's kind of cool. It's like, all right, I don't know where Doug is. Because I haven't heard from Doug. I just know that I answered a question for him the other night.
Oh, no. He was talking about coming in. He's like, hold on. I'll be right in. I'll load in. I ain't heard from him. It's been more than 10 minutes. I think he done forgot. I think
If
his
I
old lady called or something.
what
Now
they
he's
do to
busy.
Red Bull, give him some wings.
Wings? Sarsaparilla.
We'll see how I turn the airplane mode off.
Oh, why? Yeah, airplane mode is bad, dude. Don't be
Well, I
doing
mean, I turn my
airplane mode.
computer on airplane mode so I can talk to you guys.
Oh,
Because everything up here is wireless for the moment. It's connecting just for
okay.
the moment. But yeah, I'm going to. I think I'm just gonna run another router up here.
Another router?
Yeah. Where's Doug at? Where you at, bro? He says he's active. And then what? Just send him the link from our conversation to him.
You should just or you could send it from here.
That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah, well I got you. I was just gonna send it from the chat.
Yep.
Andrew's active.
Yeah, he knows. I don't know what the hell his deal is. He gave me a thumbs up.
It might be someday he's bored. He just doesn't feel like being energetic. It takes a little bit of energy, man, when you have to try to literally put on a show for somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean,
We do. We love putting on a show for people, but this is just what we're doing. So this is like BTS Sunday. Try to chat with our other guys. Just trying to get someone to come in. Waiting for Tony. He's got to help the wife. It's always family first. Take your family and your friends, and then I said, we'll be here for you. All right, so I'll send him that. We'll see where that goes. We shall see.
already there, boo boo.
Hey, boo boo. Anyway, are you back to the bounty build, and then we'll get Doug in here to talk about his.
Yep. So, like I said, just with the bounty build, so once you get your bounty bag, you will have 6 weeks to complete your build. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll break it down for you. I would really schedule your time like this: 2 weeks prep, 2 weeks detail work, 2 weeks paint. Okay, and what I mean by prep is getting your kit cut out and figuring out what you want to do to it. 2 weeks of doing what you want to do to it. And then that last 2 weeks, use that whole last 2 weeks to paint. Really give yourself some time to really, be a good competitor. That's just the way I schedule out my builds, so I would hope you guys would do the same. Ah, cool. Build fighter team. That's really cool, Soldan. Here, I'll throw that up there so Carrie can read that too.
I was wondering. I'm glad somebody mentioned that. It's because I wrote that probably down somewhere, and I never thought of it again. So there it is. Yes, a build fighter type team would be awesome. Good thinking. That'd be cool.
Yep. I've got a tournament coming out soon that's going to be kind of like that. But it's good. We're a year out from that.
But it totally gives you a good plan to think about a team. If you're going to put together your own team, who would you want on your team? And because Mike was planning on some idea like that, yeah, some people that you like building with, this might be your chance to start saying, hey, would you ever consider working, build your network now?
Right. A and B and C and D, A and B and C and D.
Right. So I'm going to show you right here, like right now. This figure,
Oni is
this
bad.
pilot figure, is not very. It's not that great.
I'm sorry. Make it better.
I really can't. I did by cutting the base off of it because I'm gonna see if I can push my camera like we did earlier. You can use the tech here, and I'll show you. Got back the camera, and then will it allow me to zoom in? Oh, it will. So
Yeah, man, I'm working on a base. I'm gonna have to post some pictures later on to the group, but I'm working on a base, 3D printable, and it's gonna be all set up in multiple levels and stuff like that. And I'm probably about 70% done with the theme and style that I'm trying to do. But man, dude, I love those bases, man. I love those hanger bases. I wanna make them more affordable for everybody. You know what I mean? Because like the setup that you have, man, they're pretty pricey, dude.
Yeah,
they are. The idea of
$80.
if you could get like modular pieces is what I've been trying to do is create modular pieces from what I have. but obviously,
Right.
you copyright, you need to change them. But then you can take them and like what we're just thinking, do whatever. Because mine is the requirements were I needed a certain pieces, and then in between that, it's the diorama is it's like a stone mountain kind of complex, so it works. But if you needed more, it'd be cool to have those and then replicate this, but change it up, obviously, and put a new name on it, put some new branding on it, and sell the fucking dog shit out of these. And I'm I've been working on that because you need the pieces, I need the pieces. I'm just not made of money, and everybody I know is.
Right.
So it's
No.
kind of hard. So it's like, so I'm building up these ideas, and I've got contacts. And I
Bro.
present these to investors, trying to fucking get one of these motherfuckers to leave the ground and take off and on to the next project.
Right.
To make the community better.
Because
I fucking need these parts to be built.
yeah, these the hobby is already expensive as it is. You know what I mean? And the last thing we need is spending more money on these outdated kits and outdated stuff. You know what I mean? Give me something new for what I pay for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It doesn't need to be. I mean, I could see it being done in a lot cheaper, easier. I mean, just as easy or high quality detail. It's just got to be different and find a way to produce it on it. And I know what I'm looking for. So, out of my mind, only comes at one scale. But with the right idea, anybody else can say, "Hey, it's called replication or duplication," and you change it down to a different scale. Which,
right.
Well, I thought was a great idea because that's going to ultimately what that leads into is the culmination of a few different hobbies that collide into one, and then after that there's RC, and then there's one other way that I can make RC and my and Gundam come together, and I'm working on that also. But that is in the long road because I have to have everything else in place, and this is just a small part of that. And all it is like we need these parts. Anybody can do this. It's like fuck. I tried molding. It's tough. You just gotta have the right people, the right fucking process,
Right.
and you can make quality shit.
Right. Yeah. Molding is a pain in the ass in its own, and it's its own hobby by itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's so much more equipment. There's so much more equipment that you need to get. Because if your silicone mold or whatever mold that you're using develop air bubbles and stuff like that, then your resin's going to come out full of air bubbles. It's just not going to look right. But I know exactly where you're coming from. Yeah, I know exactly where you're coming from. I wanted to do that myself, man, and maybe one day create my own stuff.
Resin 3D printer and dude, those are awesome. I have very specific elements I need to have done. I can't find in other places. Well, I can get the files, but if I know we're all thinking the same thing, and that's where some of this idea is coming from, and where me and Mike have talked about it, and it's just going to keep creeping, and it's financial. It's all financial, and when this shit becomes something, whoever has the more space might have the 3D printer for the whole organization, and we're just paying for the shipping between wherever.
Yeah,
something's going to get, and it always happens. There's a weather way. I go under, over, around it. God forbid if I have to go through it.
Definitely.
Right.
There's always a way. There's just a way. There's always a solution to every problem, and it just started with me thinking, how can I fix myself? And it turned into, wow, I can help my friends fix themselves. And now it's like, how can I fix the hobby, fix people, and then just keep that going at a steady pace and teach the next kids just how to do that.
Right.
And then leave it alone and walk away, because I'm not trying to get rich off this. That's not the point. I'm just wanting to spread this accessibility to this, and then the joy that comes with that, because then it creates new communities of friends, or it connects other communities to each other, and it just keeps getting better. It's just the web. It's the way it's supposed to work, but some of us are just
right.
We're disconnected. There's no web, or there's a toxicity in that web where it's like, man, you get trapped in a mindset.
Oh, dude.
or you're afraid to try and spread your wings or something. I mean, you might be the next Kentucky. If you're out there drawing guns, you might be the next one to design the next Rakah. I don't know.
Right.
You're not getting out if no one's giving you the chance to show me. Let me see what you got.
Yeah. Yeah. I exactly know what you're talking about, man.
But that right there will ultimately win the war. It's just a matter of these little battles, man. The little problems, these little solutions we keep coming up with. Or build our own radio station, our own TV station. You know, we're gonna figure out a way. We're gonna keep figuring out a way.
Tell me some more about this Street Fighter theme build, man.
Good.
Street Fighter.
Yeah.
What
Solo
Street
Dan
Fighter?
Zero.
Oh,
Doing the Street Fighter theme build. What's up, dude?
Oh, you guys are watching the YouTube chat.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Said
Man.
it's crunch time.
Oh man, it would be like, what is it? Not would be Baraka, because you need some hair. The Noble Gundam would obviously be Chun-Li. Anyway, what I was getting at with that pilot figure, what I was showing you, that is, it's not nearly as nice as the pilot figure that came with the Buster Gundam, but that's the difference in the age of the kits too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
Oh,
always
yeah.
okay.
I always cut the bottom of
Pilot
it off and sand them, and you'll clean them up, and just the figure. 'Cause I used to take Lex sand, cut a little circle of Lex sand, and just put glue on it so it's clear. But
Yeah. Man, dude, I just hope that they do a remake or something, or some kind of new design for these Zaku's, man. You know, it's kind of like, it's like everything's getting an upgrade except for the Zaku's.
Well, I think what it is everything's being caught up to all the love they've given to the Zaku.
You think
Because
so?
for a while, I feel like for a while, the Zaku has been the superior model build. And there's a lot of people who will agree with that. They enjoy building the Zaku because it's so new and refreshing and so unique, as to where
Yeah.
almost every Gundam you're building is pretty much set standard.
Right.
all right, I just
You know,
I
so
do appreciate that frame, that inner frame, that the Zaku's inner frame is so, by itself, you can display it by itself
right,
without all the armor. You know what I
right.
mean?
I feel like that's where the designers gave that kit so much love compared to like the Gundams that came out during the same time period. There
Yeah.
wasn't much love with the GPO-1 and the NTs and stuff like that. They weren't very great kits.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
they
feel like
looked good.
the GPO-1 and the GPO-2. Well, the GPO-2 for sure. The GPO-2, I feel like it's more of like a re 100 kit. You know what I mean? How it's more hollow than
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, and then during that same time, when those Zaku kits came out with those kits, way better. You had way better
Right.
quality. So that's where I was like, maybe the Gundams they're just trying to catch the Gundams up to the quality of the Zaku kits. And then
I'm
they
gonna give him
didn't.
1 minute. He's gonna come check it out.
All right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
So here's the decals on the Saber.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice, bro.
So this goes on both sides. So that's one. I still got one to do. And that'll be it. That'll be the last thing for this build.
I was talking to this one guy, man, and it's crazy to see everybody's approach everybody's different approach to working on their kits. And he was working on the water slides, right? And hey, how do you work on your water slides? I told him I kind of like work on that general leg or arm, and I see that it has like maybe 3 or 4 different water slides. I'll go ahead and cut out all 3 or 4 water slides depending, and I'll let it all sit in the water, and then boom, I'll just put it on the kit and work on like maybe like 4 at a time. He's like, 4 at a time? I was like, yeah, man. He's like, dude, I go ahead and dip the whole sheet in the water and just
Damn.
let them all float to the top, and I work on them like that. I was like, golly.
Man, you must be rushing through that then. You
Dude,
sweating
Yeah.
bullets while you're
that
doing
is
that.
blazing through some fucking decals. If you
I don't. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, man, I got to try that one day. Just dunk the whole sheet in the water and just see if I can
Just
I
go
can
for
race
it,
it.
Oh, that sounds so extra.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he was being serious or not, but yeah, man, that's hardcore right there.
Yeah, it is.
real, I'm not knocking it, but dude, I'm just saying it's time limited. So think about that.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
they're all on the same
Yeah,
time scale, so you better be booking it from start to finish.
yeah. Maybe if he preps it, like if his preparation is like on point, like he
He
knows
might have a
where he
secret prep.
studied the manual. Yeah,
Yep.
man.
He might have a secret prep, and there's a reason he does that, and nobody knows it because he could wet the whole thing and lay it
Yeah,
flat, and like they just start picking one at a time off of a wet sheet.
yeah,
So I have heard of that. It's like the wet palette method, but it's a flat, and you
Yeah.
get it flat, but the whole thing's wet, and they don't slide off. They're just wet. So then
Yeah, I
you
was
can
just
use your
about to say
tweezers.
the wet palette method.
But
I was
yeah,
just looking at
you
that.
take the chance of damaging them when you pull them if they're too big because you could puncture them and they tear. But you
yeah.
just gotta know. Yep, on point.
I like to use a paintbrush to like say if I rolled it on and I take a good look at it before the final roll on that Q-tip. If I see that it's crooked or something, I got this nice little paintbrush that I can dig underneath it and slide it over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. He
Note that
posted
the link's not
something.
working.
My
Like in
build
here and
fighter
see.
pilots are Street Fighter players and build Gundams based on their characters. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's gonna give pretty much the characters, Street Fighter characters, their own style of their Gundam or mobile suit that he might be working on. They're gonna have a Air Force base from the Street Fighters 2 as a stage.
Oh, cool.
That's nice.
That's cool. I like it already.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's when
that kind of sounds like a fun build set. I wouldn't have thought of doing a Street Fighter set, so that's definitely, like I said, that sounds like a real fun build
Yeah,
set.
yeah, that's really unique, man.
Here.
It's these guys, I don't know how long he's been in. I don't know how long this guy's been building and working on stuff, but it's guys like this dude right here, man, that keep the hobby alive and fresh. You know what I mean?
Right. So I know probably people are sick of wing builds, but here's my Iron Man.
it is cool that you can't
Yeah,
beat
that
that.
Iron Man looks
But
sick, dude.
I am sick of wing builds. That's just not my thing.
All right, Gunpla
And it's
guy
probably
is
only
here.
because I couldn't build one to that scale. It's like, you know what I mean, or to that level. Yeah,
Can you hear me?
I have to work up to that.
Yeah, I can hear you, Gunpla guy.
Oh, so it's working now.
Working on the chin
Yeah,
still.
your audio's working. Your
Okay.
video's still waiting on your video.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's half-ass working.
All right.
But
That's
I'm here
cool.
though.
All right, everybody, you're hearing the voice of Gunpla guy. I don't know, it doesn't really show up when he talks, or it doesn't pop up like a chat bubble or anything.
But I'm here.
See you. Oh, did I skip one? Oh yeah, I skipped one. Hold on. I'm gonna have the Air Force Base. Okay, throw that up for everybody to read real quick. Give that like 10 seconds, and I'll switch to the next one. I am on my last weapon for this build. Here, Doug. This is what I've been working on.
Right on.
So yeah, I got that guy
Yeah,
working.
I just finished or just got this cannon set up on this 30-minute mission. This Esposito. I finally got the cannon set up on it.
Oh, okay.
So now it rotates. So like when it's in its flight mode, it looks like the wing Gundam with this Buster rifle.
Oh, cool.
And right now, I'm currently working on the damn dendrobium. I finally got most of the white pieces hooked up. You know, everything.
Oh,
Got
so
everything.
you're the guy that's doing that. You're the guy doing that one. Okay, what's up?
Yeah, yeah. And right now, I'm working on all the inner frame and like the weapons and stuff like that. I'm wet sanding it. I'm wet sanding all this stuff to keep all the dust down and everything. But
Right.
so yeah, that's what I got going on right now.
That pre-shading you did on it was awesome. Okay.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What's going on here?
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
But no, what I was saying was that pre-shading that you're doing on that dude, it looks killer.
Oh, thank you, bro. It was real simple, man. It was I normally don't approach it that way. Normally on smaller kits, I'll go ahead and paint the kit full on black or whatever. If I was gonna use red, I would base coat it in like maybe a burgundy and then hit it with a bright red or something like that, you know. But this was the pieces were so big, I was able to appreciate each line with a real thin airbrush gun that I currently picked up, man. That 0.02 point millimeter, the Krios.
Oh yeah, the real little guy.
Yeah, I was able to work on that, and it worked perfect for this. So I was extremely impressed by that gun, man. I just currently upgraded to all that, to those Krios airbrush guns. But yeah, man.
Yeah, a friend of mine has a compressor. He said he would sell me for $30, and I'm thinking about buying it, but I don't know because then you got because I don't know what all else I would need to have to get it to work. People said a water trap, I think was one of them.
Yeah, water trap.
Yeah, man, you can find those off of Amazon for real cheap. The water traps and stuff like that. Now, does it come with a tank?
Yeah, it's got a tank.
Oh, nice. Man, honestly, you could probably use it without the trap until you pick one up. But they're real cheap, man. You could find a simple one for like probably $25 or maybe less.
Over at the site I use, I'll send you a link to it in a little bit. The site I use, they have $9.75 for one water trap.
Oh, dude, that's a steal right there, man.
Because I was trying to figure out, like everything I would need to get in order to start painting. Obviously, the gun and paint and thinner and stuff, but like the smaller stuff, the stuff that.
I believe it would depend on what paint you want to use. Are you into lacquer? Do you want to do water-based acrylics? Do you want to do alcohol-based acrylics? Like where
I've used Tamiya, however you want to say it. I've used that acrylic paint for like hand painting, since I've been painting. So that's like my go-to brand. So I'd probably just go with that or like Mr. Hobby.
Yeah, I would research research what the changeover from hand painting to airbrush is? It shouldn't really be much. I mean, like you thin those to hand paint with them, don't you?
Well, I don't
If
think it's gonna be that hard.
if it's for smaller areas,
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say if it's for smaller areas, I don't ever thin like my hand paints. But if I'm gonna be like doing like a big area, you know, I'll thin it a little bit.
Right. Yeah, that to me is real easy to thin down, man. I normally do everything by millimeters because I use those pipettes or whatever you want to call it, and I
Yeah.
use like 3 millimeters of paint to maybe 5 millimeters
Yeah.
of to me a thinner,
See that
more or less. So it's like
that was another issue I was worried about. It's like because I don't know like how to go about like actually thinning the paint, like how much thinner the paint, you know, what the ratio needs to be.
right.
Yep, there's
But also it depends on how fast you're working, man. If you're moving pretty slow, it's gonna start puddling up on you. So you might want less thinner, where the paint comes out a little thicker. It just depends on your workflow, dude. I run at like 30 to 40 35 to 40 psi on everything, but I got the majority of my paint thinned down real thin, and I'm running through it, bro. I'm shooting it, spraying and praying, bro, spraying and praying. You know?
Yeah, because like I've used the rattle cans. That's what I've always used. Like I want to get an airbrush, but at the same time, like money's tight, so I mean I don't have a whole can throw down on it. So trying to
Dude, there's nothing wrong. Dude, there's nothing wrong with starting off with a real cheap airbrush gun, man. There's like if you could pick one up for like under $30, dude. There's nothing wrong with getting that, because usually you can find it with a set they'll come with like the airbrush gun and like a hose for your airbrush. A hose that you could use for a different airbrush gun. Stuff like that, man. So it's airbrush guns break all the time, dude. I run through these things. I run through these things all the time, dude. These are all my broken airbrush guns.
Oh wow! I don't know what happened. The thing just closed on me. I had to.
You can't repair them.
Yeah.
Do what?
I'm just saying that the guns, they break all the time, dude.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean it's something I really would like to do, but I don't know if I'm in the position financially to do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to get in over my head and then end up being stuck with something I can't use or something like that, or
Yeah.
That's always the tough feeling, right?
Yeah.
I'll show you what
But
what I'm working with right now, Doug.
Like, okay.
All right. This is what I got. This is my current compressor. Open up my window. So my compressor does not have a tank on it. But my compressor is powerful enough to run 2 guns simultaneously and not lose pressure for either gun. So that's what I'm set up with. And when you look up here at my 2 guns, these are those water things that we talked to you about. That's what I use to keep the moisture out. Because like I'm in Minnesota, we got a lot of moisture up here with all the lakes and shit around here.
Man, I don't got none of that. I just got the regular water trap.
That's the second time.
Yeah.
This thing's closed on me.
It might be the internet.
Yeah, it could be the internet.
Yeah, I mean, my Wi-Fi signals. I've only got 1 bar on my Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So.
Yeah, man. Look, there's no rush. There's no rush, and there's nothing wrong with you picking it up later on, dude. You know what I mean? That's what I tell all these other guys that want to jump in on it. Just
Yeah, I
grab
mean
one thing at a
that's what
yeah, you know.
that's what I'm thinking. I probably gonna because like next week at work I'm working 45.75 hours. So hopefully because they fired a couple of people. So if this trend continues, I'll have a little bit more money every week, to go towards
Mess around with.
the hobby.
Right. Man, yeah, I get you, man. I would like I tell the new guys, man, just grab one thing and wait a few months and then grab another thing, whatever however long it takes for you to
Yeah,
build that up,
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
like Johnny Cash said, one piece at a time.
Well, here's
Right.
all the extras. This is all
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah,
Was
that's a
that
lot of
for the
leftovers.
Sandrock?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with all that? Like,
Put it on
I
another
think what
kit.
it is I think this one was designed for the Sandrock that has the full cloth,
Oh yeah.
so you can add all that to the full cloth. I think that's what all those extra things are for.
Yeah.
So leave all my Q-tips out to dry. I recycle my Q-tips at least 3 or 4 times before I stop using them. With like when
Oh
I'm
yeah,
building water slides. Like and I found these the pointed Q-tips with the circle butts. These ones, they look like this. I found these at
Oh nice.
QVC. I found them at QVC for like $4. So that's not bad. I mean, like, because the pointed ones, if you buy them from the hobby store, you get like 12 of them for like $4.
Yeah.
So I don't know, 75 or 100 of them count. I think what is it? 75 count for the same price. So that's pretty cool.
Man, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm gonna have to check that out. Where's my
Yeah.
drink at?
Oh, everybody else
Oh,
took off on us.
he's having a little internet problem.
Yeah.
Let me man, dude, I just had my drink on with me. Where the hell did I put it at?
Oh no.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my drink.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Those shuttles are real huge, aren't they? I call them sabers. But yeah, they're real nice. It's a great build. I'm really thrilled about the whole build. It was great. Yeah, I kind of lollygagged on getting the water slides done because I was real nervous about doing these shoulder pauldrons because there's just so many water slides in one small area. So that was one I was really, really worried about. But getting them done, they turned out real nice. I didn't have any issues. I wish there was something right here. There's no water slide for up here. That's kind of weird. And the gun doesn't like to stay in its place. So back here, the gun has a spot to go, and it only goes in one direction. It just does not like to stay there for the life of itself. And it's got paint on it and everything already. I don't know. So this thing turned out sweet though. Like I really like the way this turned out.
Man,
Just a
dude.
clean, just a straight build. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Nothing special. Once in a while I like to do that. Most of my master grades are just straight builds. Anyways, I think I've only painted one master grade. Actual master grade. Now the full mechanics I don't count as master grades.
For
So,
mechanics. Okay. Man, I'm a big Sandrock fan, bro. I love the Sandrocks.
dude, I'm so digging it. I want to get the P Bandai Sandrock, the Armadillo. I want to get that so bad.
The Armadillo.
Yeah, that's what I want. How was that build? Was it a fun build? Or are you still waiting? Still
I
waiting to
haven't
build it,
built this
huh?
one.
Yeah, that's the one I want to build next for Sandrock.
Yeah, I
That's
haven't built this
cool.
one yet, man. It looks badass with all the armor and everything on it.
Right.
The Supernova. Have you messed with any Supernova kits?
Nope, I have not messed with any supernovas. I heard they're okay. I heard they're not bad.
Yeah,
They're
a
just,
buddy of mine hooked me up with this Supernova, and this is gonna be my first Supernova kit. I got the heavy arms as well, but man,
oh, okay.
The Supernova kit, it looks pretty
That looks
wicked.
badass. That looks very wicked, actually. That was super awesome. Like,
So I'll be sharing this one, in a group whenever I get started on it. But yeah, man, I need a depth sight, and I need the depth sight. I got the heavy arms. I need the depth sight, and geez, what's that one with the green armor on it? The Shinlong.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I need that one. That's the one. Like I've been trying to get people to trade me that and everything,
Yeah.
and everybody
Hey,
Man,
what
said
do you guys
no to it.
what do you guys think of the new the Wish for Mercury kits?
I'm actually
That
really excited for them.
I don't know if I
I
seen them.
I think it's gonna be like where they're gonna be tight out of the box, but where it's plastic on plastic. I think they're eventually gonna get real loose because like the hips and the torso, they're like real big pegs, and it's plastic on plastic. So I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tight. It's gonna be like the IBO kits pretty much. Like they'll be tight at first, but if you know mess around with them a lot or whatever, they're gonna loosen up.
Okay.
But like they don't have any poly caps. But yeah, that one, the Lafrith or whatever, however you say it, it looks pretty good. I might get it and repaint it from where it's pink to like metallic red or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, man. I love repainting them and stuff like that. Like that that Wing Zero Gundam, dude. I
Uh-huh.
can't wait to get my hands on it and paint that dude. He's not gonna be white. Just gonna tell you
Now,
like that. He's not.
like whenever you paint your kits, do you go like try to like make it look like how it's supposed to look, or do you like do your own custom paint job to them?
If it's
Or does it?
okay, if it's a kit for me, then I will go completely opposite of what what the kit's supposed to look like. So
Right.
the Wing Zero looks like an angel, you know. So and therefore I will go with the Hell's Angel,
Right.
That's
Make it
awesome.
red.
red, black, you know what I mean, or something like that,
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
it's like when I repainted my Helios, I painted it metallic red and black.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Red's my favorite color, so I find that I paint like a lot of my customs are red.
Yeah. Uh,
Mine happens to be green. Green is my custom color.
Yeah, so
you know, I really don't got a favorite color for Gundams.
it's looking like the
But that doesn't really count as a color. Everybody says so. I just paint everything
it's
black.
looking like
black.
on that
It's kind of like gray.
Oh,
it's looking like on that custom the strike for the mascot or whatever. It's looking like the colors are going to be gray, light gray, and blue.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Or last time I checked, that was the one, that was the option.
Like drawing or who's drawing it? Is it a
So,
all
so
that
you
crap?
mean
No,
I already finished the build?
It's going to be like a custom kit, and then Michael has a app or that he can take to like make it look animated.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's gonna be like
that starts to make sense because I wasn't tracking really.
yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a kit, and then he's gonna take it and make it look like it's animated, kind of.
Hell yeah.
Animated. So
That
I
was
mean,
good.
this is my strike build. That's gray, dark gray, and light blue.
Yeah. Yeah, that looks great.
So,
That's that G paints, right?
No, this is water. This is
Oh,
Createx. I was showing you last night. This is that stuff that I use that auto body hardener on.
yes,
Yeah.
that 4020.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to scoop some of that up, man.
Yeah.
I need to scoop
This
some of
dude.
that up.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick up. I think the strike Gundam that I'm gonna do for that build off is gonna be what is it? It's a full something. It's not full package. It's not this one. It's the other one, and it's got big bulky wings that look kind of like Wing Zero's
The
wings.
universal booster or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. I think that one. I think that's the one I'm gonna pick
Oh,
up. Hopefully, it'll still be
the
in stock when I go.
I think it's the Plofsky wing.
No, I don't
The one
want
that's
that
got
one.
like
See,
the
I've got
blue.
that one.
Oh, okay.
I've got a Plosky, and I'm not a big fan of the Plosky because I don't like the way all of those connectors are set up.
Right.
Yeah. Like the wing connectors, the connections on those wings aren't very good. They fall off quite a bit. And then I also put the arms expansion on it, so that kind of falls off a lot too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not the biggest fan
Dude,
of that guy.
those little add-on sets they come in real handy.
Oh, okay.
Like those little part sets and stuff.
So let's see, strike gun. Like, yeah, I barely do any strike gun. So this is the only one I did, and I was like, well, I'm gonna do it out best I can.
Yeah,
So
the strike is like one of my favorite Cosmic Era suits.
here's G Paint. This is G Paint. This one's super
Oh, that
tight.
looks good.
Oh yeah, the Boogu. That's all G Paint.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so
Dude,
I
I
use that.
don't. No, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say I used that because I got a high grade. It was built, but a high grade Gelgoog, and the lower leg kept falling off. Like it would just fall off. Like I guess the peg wasn't. It just been worn out, but like it drove me crazy because it would not stay on. So I used that UV resin I've got and put some on the peg, dude, and it tightened it up, and now they're on there tight.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Man,
so
dude, I'm pretty convinced that G Paint has like some kind of ceramic coating in it, man.
No, I'm telling you, it melts itself into the paint. It's not a coating.
So
That's
it's
what I
like,
was like. I swear to you, it's melting the plastic, and then it like let me find a part real quick, because I'll really show you how incredibly durable that is.
you're gonna have to put it on like slow motion on a real fine camera.
I'll get a couple different parts too. So I was like showing my brother. He was in disbelief when I showed him like how it works, and he was like, "What?" So what I did was I poured it onto a piece of plastic, like just a piece of plot plate, and just straight G paint. And I let it cure up and everything, do its whole thing. And it was a puddle, right? So it clearly looked like it was going to leave like a big line, like what you would see if you were working with acrylics and you left a puddle, it would leave a clear line, and you would be able to feel the ridge. Well, with G paint, you don't get that. There's no
Yeah,
ridge. It melts its way all the way into the plastic. So
man, dude. That seems pretty hardy, man. I wonder how good would it be if it was like working on a resin kit, man.
here is, I'm gonna actually take the sharp part and gouge it to show you. All right, so I
What?
gouged it. So it gouged. Do you see the gouge?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna show you something else. Hopefully this works again.
So you're gonna put it straight on there?
I'm just gonna try
Oh,
and buff out that gouge I just did. It's supposed to do it, but it's not doing it. I think I gouged it too hard. It's down to the original paint again, too.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I see. I see. Yeah. It's
Yep.
almost, you can almost buff that out if it wasn't too
Yeah,
deep.
right. So if I wouldn't have made it too deep, it would have buffed right out. But what I was trying to demonstrate is, like, that's how deep you have to go to get back to plastic.
Yeah.
So I
You
don't
gotta
feel like
literally
it's
take
like
it down to the plastic.
I don't feel like it's like a ceramic layer, but I do feel like it's very much so. It's got some weird quality to it, and the gold is really like it's crazy. The golds are different. They work different. The metallics are a little bit different. So this is, I think, dark iron,
Yeah.
the G Paint dark iron. So once again, the only time it's going to scratch is if you gouge it with something that's really actually sharp. Like these are actually really sharp. Like I could poke myself and bleed from these. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's why they scratch up. But if you take the opposite end, it doesn't scratch up so much. And then tape. Like I don't know how to express it. Like tape doesn't do much. I have had a few instances where it's like I didn't let it dry enough in the cracks or whatever, and tried to
Uh-huh.
like get the tape in there real good so it wouldn't let another color in, and
Right.
then it peeled up. It peeled up some of the paint, but that was just because I didn't let it dry good enough. If I would have probably
Right.
let it dry for another 2 hours, 3 hours, it would have been just fine.
Okay. Okay. And is this lacquer base or?
Yeah, it's a lacquer. It says it's a lacquer right on the bottle.
Huh.
I've talked to Justin myself about it, and he said he admitted to me there's a chemical in there that melts. It heats up the plastic to draw the pigments to the plastic, and then when the air evaporates the chemical, the plastic cools back down, and then it becomes a solid again.
Right.
So there's a moment where if you touch it, you can warp your plastic or you can bend your plastic. There's a time frame where like once it's on there for like 30 minutes, your plastic could become like very breakable or
Holy.
something.
Like
So that
like if you're using a plastic cement or something.
yeah, where it could become super brittle. Like there's that moment where that could happen. But then once it's finished drying and the chemicals evaporate, then it's hard and solid again. It's a normal
Uh,
part again. So it's super crazy. Like I've never experienced any other paint that can do something that this stuff can do. So I was really impressed when I first started using it. Because I just got it out of novelty. I was like, okay, it's very novel, and then I really put it to the test and gave it the run through, and I was super impressed with everything it could do. I'm
right.
super impressed. I One of the first competitions I entered with the G Paint product. It was just it was phenomenal working with it. I was just super happy and la di da di da. Didn't really pay much attention. The judges didn't give me a good score because I didn't weather my kit, so I didn't win because of
Uh,
that. That's the only
well,
reason why. I'm sure that's the only reason why I didn't win is because I didn't add weathering to my kit. I'm not big on weathering.
was it a weathered base competition where you needed to touch it up?
No, it wasn't. It was just it was a go big or go home, competition type of a deal. So
I
I
don't. Man, that's messed up. That's
yeah.
messed
So
up.
my opinion is what I did. My build was a high new Gundam Verka with 22 added LED lights. So
Yeah.
I put 22 lights into this Gundam that weren't originally supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That was my go big, like right. So
Yeah.
no, weathering was not on my mind because that wasn't the concept of my build for weathering. But the guy they picked, like he weathers like a madman. Really does. Like so for him, I was super happy he won. I was like, yeah, that's great. You great job. Like not mad at you at all for winning. But it was for me, it was like kicking myself, like because I had plenty of time to go and do the weathering. I just didn't want to. Like I was just sticking to my guns. Like no, that's not my style. Like I don't like
Right.
the weather. You know, it's
Yeah.
only thing.
No,
Like
I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you at all, dude. But it's just if it's not if it's not a competition where you need to weather your kit, then why is that even an issue? You know, why would they even give you the boot for that?
well, they don't give you the boot for it, but they just don't give you as good of a score for it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how else to say it. Like it's very clear that's what they didn't score me for. Like I didn't get scored for my weathering because they even had to contact me to check to see what kit I used and everything to make sure I wasn't lying about what kit I used.
Yeah.
So it was more I don't know, I felt like they were looking for a reason to disqualify me so they didn't have to let me be judged at all.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever, man. Like the kit was clean. Like I don't know, the build looks clean. It's a solid build too. I think it looks dope.
Yeah, that's messed up.
So I don't know. I think I did a good job, and the LEDs are hidden pretty nicely within the build.
Yeah.
Like
What
so,
kind of wire? What kind of gauge wire did you use? Is like 28 gauge, 32 gauge?
around 30, 32 gauge,
Not
and
bad.
then
Not bad.
my LEDs themselves are 1 millimeter,
Yeah.
so they're like super, 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 super small. Like, let's see. Here's one of my LEDs.
What is that? A
And
Pico?
that's an LED.
Yeah, but is that like a Pico or is it a Nano?
No, it's a millimeter. It's 1 millimeter. It's literally it's made by a specific brand. Hold on. It's made by Edgelec.
A Gelac?
Yep. And so it's anode red wire, cathode black wire. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a SMD LED, pre-wired SMD LED. Is but it's 1 millimeter. So it's like it's the smallest I could find. I couldn't find anything smaller. But they're
Right.
bright. They're super bright. They're really nice. And yeah, no, like so that was my go big, right? And they they were like, nah, we're not impressed. I was like, for real? The guy who won didn't even put LEDs in his kit.
Did anybody else put LEDs in their kit?
A couple of people did, but they didn't even place. They didn't get put on top. They're like that was. I was like, are you serious? Like that was like a thing you didn't get. Like so the judges over there, they're real nitpicky. The only thing they care about is weathering. Like that's been a very main big factor the last couple competitions I've entered for that group is that they're
Oh,
like they're only about weather. Like, and it's not even in the build rules. Like, if that was in the build rules, or if it was at least mentioned, like the judges we pick only like weathering, well, that would have been
right, right,
helpful, you know, because then I would have been able to build to the judges' liking.
right,
But
right.
whatever, I'm not. There's no biggie there. That's just
No, I get what you mean.
so. The next time I enter a competition for that group, though, I'm definitely gonna go all like balls to the walls on weathering.
Completely
Just really
destroy it.
just go in there with it, wires sticking out of everywhere, chunks
Yeah,
falling out, and
yeah,
I might make like a little kitty cat or two climbing through it and shit. I don't know.
yeah. Like it's been deserted.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Be like, here you go. Here's your weathering. So here's the X-wing I did, the XJ3 Stealth from the books.
Yeah,
It's insane on the details.
man, dude, I like that.
Here we are. Is Doug still here or what? Did Doug give up? I think Doug gave up. He kept getting booted out because his internet was low bars. So yeah.
Man.
I think Doug gave up. All right. Well, then I will give Doug a shout out on his build that he's got going on. Doug is working on a kit. Doug's build is for the team. It is a mascot build off, and right now we are doing a vote. I think the vote is open for one more day, and we are voting for the team mascot colors. Right now, like he said, the color wind looks like it's going to be gray, and light blue is what the color scheme is going to be. And the kit for choice isn't a specific kit, it's more just a specific Gundam style. So any strike Gundam can become can be eligible for it. Strike Freedom, strike whatever, Ale Strike, all of it. Any kind of strike Gundam can become for that. So once we get the build colors out, we will let you guys know the rest of the parameters for the build. And I could definitely guarantee you'll probably want to think about kit bashing something onto it that doesn't belong to that Gundam, because that's
Man,
probably something that we would want as being called Kit Bash Gundam. Our crew would probably want something kit bashed into that Gundam that doesn't normally belong there. So think about that, you guys. And that's for the Kit Bash Gundam mascot build off, Strike Gundam. So that's
man,
what we'll
dude,
be doing for that.
I think I need to pick up a strike. I don't think I have any strike Gundams, bro.
Right? That's what I've got to do. I've got to go pick one up too. So there's a competition here at my local place here in Minnesota for Minnesota Gundam.
Yeah.
They're doing this year, the fall build off is going to be the real grade TV series Wing Gundam custom, Kit Bash custom. So basically, go pick up the real grade Wing Gundam and then modify it to your liking, and then that'll be your competition entry, basically.
Damn.
So that's what they're doing. Then I have that, the Bounty Bag Challenge that I'm hosting. That's a year-long competition. So that's basically, you just send in your best build picture that you think is your best build or that you've gotten your best reactions from, and we'll put those pictures through the panel of judges, and those judges will pick each month one winner, and that
Now
winner
does it
will
now
get slotted.
does it need to be new builds, or is it old builds?
All builds, like okay, so the photo entry audition entry photo is like, that's what you're doing, is you're trying to impress us to pick you to be a part of the 12. Okay, so it's going to be a 12-man tournament after 12 months have come through. And when we send you your bag of parts, that's when your 6 weeks starts for the build. And you'll have 6 weeks to finish your build and represent it to us. And if so we're allowing people to use an older kit or a newer kit. And that basically with the older kit, what we've required is that you give us 3 photos of in the process of the original build. And then you have to give us some photos of the new parts that we sent you being added on, and you painting those to match, or however you figure out how you want that to work when you add our parts that we give you. And then some of the things, the rules for the body bag challenges, you cannot use resin parts, and you cannot use more than one Gundam kit, and you cannot use 3D printed parts. The reason why is because we are giving you the parts for your kit bash.
Okay.
You just only need to supply the one Gundam that you need to start the project. And then all the other parts we're giving you, we want to see what you're going to do with all those parts and your Gundam to make your Gundam look cooler. That's really
Okay.
all it is. And so we
So
don't want you going out getting 3D parts and stuff that we didn't give you, because then we wouldn't want to be a jerk and be like, well, we can't count that, because that's, so we're just establishing the rule: no 3D parts, no resin parts, or anything like that, because we're giving you those parts to use
okay.
as your building status. I think that's a pretty fair, trade-off too. There is that we're
Oh yeah.
giving you pieces to work with, and I mean, some of the pieces we're giving you to work with are pretty cool. Like they're not bad. The
But
next person.
Is this HG or MG or
So the
what's
parts
the
I'll be
L?
sending out are high grade.
Okay,
But
okay,
you feel free to use a master grade kit to alter those high grade parts to sink into the master grade as like embellishments and stuff. That's what I'm
okay.
imagining people are going to end up doing is cutting these parts down and using sections as embellishments to other things, like an accent to the calves of the Gundam, or accents to the forearm, or accents to the chest plates, or accents to your weapons, or take like half of the thigh shieldings that I give you and turn them into shield plates to put around your gun to make it look like your Gundam's actually protected while he's firing his weapon or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Just I want to give everybody out all those concept ideas and stuff, and like really just throw out there like what I'm expecting is craziness, chaos,
right.
and fun. Like I really want this to be something that's fun for everybody. So that is what's super awesome. And while I'm talking about this, we do actually have a shop sponsor for this build uh, challenge, and I want to give a good shout out to those guys over there, Derek Ho and the Horde. His team is super awesome, and they're getting ready to put together a package to come my way, I think, for prizes and stuff like that. So that's something I told them they don't have to rush to get that done, but that's just
Right.
something that I think they'll be getting ready to do here in the next few months. And like I had already informed them that they're he had the bag up. I already informed them that I wasn't expecting them to put forth too many prizes, just that we would like to have a shop that was actually helping us promote this build off and stuff. And they were like, "Oh yeah, dude, and this sounds like something that's totally different and new." So they were like, "Let's give it a try." So for
Yes.
Derek Ho and the Horde, you guys are going to be awesome teaming up with us on this adventure, and we'll look forward to doing more types of challenges like this with you guys.
Right.
So
So
thank you.
another question is this free or do I need to buy in?
No, there's no entry fees of any kind to buy into this challenge. You just send me you send me your picture to my email. I think I can hold on.
So it could be a kit. It could be a So it could be a kit that's a brand new kit that hasn't been touched, or either a snap build.
Yeah. Yeah, you could
Okay.
have it all sorts of different options and ways to do it.
Okay.
So yeah, a pre-built kit, a snap build, or a pre-painted kit. But like I said, you're just gonna have to make sure that you go back and match all the new parts into the build and stuff, so it looks cohesive. Like,
Okay. Okay.
but if obviously it'd be easier to build a new kit and just make everything match as you paint it and stuff. So
Right.
there's those, you got to weigh the pros and cons to see what kind of builder you are. If you're a builder
Right.
who likes the challenge of matching parts and stuff, that's something you'll have to make that decision on your own. And that's why I give you
And
that option. That's one of those big options. But just remember, make sure that the used kit, if you're using the used kit, make sure it doesn't have too many 3D or resin parts on it or anything, because those might be problematic for you. So that's something to think about as well for used kits.
but there's no 3D printed parts or resin parts that you can add to it. Is that allowed or
No,
no?
no, that's part of the rules. Is no 3D parts, no resin parts.
Okay.
So if you like, that's why I was saying, be careful if you pick a kit you've already built and it has resin and 3D in it, then you
Yeah.
should probably consider not picking that kit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Don't use that kit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's just a good sensibility there. Is if we're saying don't use 3D or resin, that means a kit that you already have.
And then I gotta use everything that comes in the bag.
Um, well, we have 80 to 90% of the bag needs to be used. So
Okay.
we figure you're gonna lose some stuff due to cutting. You're gonna lose some parts. You're gonna lose a little bit of what we give you. So we're not
Okay.
expecting 100% of every single piece you get to be used.
Right. Right.
But we'd
Right.
like, the bag's pretty set up to where you can get some good stuff out of it. Like,
Right.
was it the first bag that I built and have ready for shipping? I've got it sealed up right now. Let's see if I can
And
kind of
I got
open
it. I
it.
got a year to do this.
You get 6 months to build it, and
6
then the
months to build it?
competition will take place at the end of the year when all the builds are finished.
Ah, okay.
So
So I
it
got
makes
6
it
months
so
to put it together.
6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks to put it together.
Yep.
And well, when do I need to submit final product?
In 6 weeks from reception of the bounty bag. So when you get the bag, you'll go online to Kit Bash Gundam. And this will all be in part of the rules when it gets sent to you as well. So
Ah, okay.
you'll go online to Kit Bash Gundam. You'll take a picture of the bag right here, this that I sent you, and then all the parts that are in the bag. So laying down like this. So this is what this first bag looks like. So
Yeah.
this is one of the items you get in the bag. You'll probably want to cut this up and make this into something.
Yeah.
Some shin guards. You
Okay.
cut them down. I gave you the middle frame parts for an IBO frame. You can turn those into something like a sword or something like, the middle chunk part of a sword. I gave you half of a backpack that has a bunch of cool little add-ons to it and stuff. So that half of a backpack chunk right there, you could do something with. Um, some little ammo packs that go on the side skirts, and I think I also
Yeah.
gave you the side skirts that go with those, so you can make those into armor flaps or something. And then I gave this kit got some Verners. Not every kit will get Verners, but this kit I put a couple Verners in there or rockets
Okay.
or whatever. So I
Right.
mean, and this is what it is. It's almost 40 parts here is what you're getting. This is one bag, and I already have it like a photo taken of it, everything with all the parts all laid out real nice and stuff. So I know what each person is getting and what each person will have to use for parts and everything. So I'm already cataloging all that. So
Ah. Okay.
so
Okay.
that's how I'll be able to keep a track of if you used all the parts or not. I'll be able to clearly see. And if I give you polycaps, those do not count towards the 80-90%. Like, those will just be extra things. If any polycaps are in there, polycaps don't count. Those are just
Yeah.
extra. So,
Right.
so
Now,
um,
can I add more pieces to it,
mm,
or can I throw another kit, like bash it up with another kit as well, or no?
well, I wouldn't be too against it. But where I would say that the issue is with that is the harder it is for me to see you use the bounty bag, the harder it's going to be for me to judge that you use the bounty bag kind of a thing. So with that aspect of everything, I think you could use two kits if you wanted, but then you're going to have to specify to me what you're using those two kits for. Okay, so
Ah,
kit one, what are you taking from kit one? And kit two, what are you taking from kit two? So that I can clarify what was done on that stage. Oh,
okay.
I took the legs and the backpack from this kit, and I took the arms and torso and head from that kit. Totally cool. Just tell me, so that's what I'm looking
Okay.
for, and then I can see within those two kits where you made the modifications with the parts I gave you.
Okay.
So
All right. I'm following
that's
you.
something that's an expressible thing.
Now,
Um,
geez, I know I'm asking a whole bunch of questions and everything,
no,
man,
you are, but you're asking the right questions, and that's what's good. Those are
but
all good, right
so
questions.
if I decide to put claw plate on it and do some scribing, that's okay.
No, we have a limit on plot plate. Plot plate can only be added as support for the parts we gave you.
Okay, just to
Attach
help
other
modify,
parts.
yeah, help modify the existing part that comes in the bag.
Yep. Yeah,
Okay,
that's all plot plate can be used for. So,
okay,
because once again, like we said, you don't need to make parts. We gave you parts. You just gotta cut them up and figure out how they go on. So,
okay.
yep. And yeah,
Now,
yeah, and then
do I need to show you what kit I'm working on first? Then
yeah. That'll be part of when you go to Kit Bash Gundam and show us the parts you got. You'll also show us your picture of your build, like where you're starting at with your build. Whether you're
okay,
using a pre-built kit You'll show us the 3 pictures of its work in progress and its final build before you start with the challenge, or you'll show us brand new in the box with plastic and stuff,
Okay.
plastic wrapping. So those are the 2 ways to enter your build, or how the build will enter. Like I said, you get 6 weeks to build and enter your final build. And then after the 12 months and everybody's done their 6-week build, we will create a tournament where we do like a show where we host the battle, like not like a Gundam battle, but like the judging battle. Like, all right, we're gonna judge this Gundam on its skills, and then we'll judge this Gundam on its build style. Then we'll judge the Gundam on if it has an enhanced weapon or whatever. Like, so we'll break down the judging for the tournament into a couple different sections, not just style. So did
Actual function, like if it's going to function properly.
how functional was your kit? Was you adding those parts? Was it adding to the armor? Was it adding to its mobility? Was it adding to its attack power? What was the actual addition you created with the parts we gave you? Right. So that's one of the things you'll be judged on. You'll be judged on obviously crispiness of your paint, quality of your water slide decal work. If you do those things, if you don't do them, they won't count against you. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so that's one thing I want to be clear about is like, I don't want to be a judge or have my judging team count those things against people if they don't do it at all. Like, if you don't do any water slide work at all, but you do a whole bunch of like shading and weathering and decal and detail other ways, but don't use water slides, I won't be mad about it because I'll be like, oh, hey, look at all that other work they did. So
Right.
there's an option there. Like I'm not saying that you have to use them, but so in the rules it says please do, but it won't count against you if you don't. Please
work you
do,
do-
but it won't count against you if you don't.
Will be seen.
Yep. So, and then
I was one night, not
yeah,
last night.
then there will be after all of that, there will be 4 podium positions. And there's a reason why I'm doing 4 instead of 3. Because the top 4 builders for this competition are going to be getting invites to become captains for team battles for another competition I'm preparing that's going to come after this competition's ended. So there's some work, and there's a reason why I want to see how skilled these people are in this top 12, because I really want to pick team captains who are going to show dedication and skill and be good support captains for the rest of their team in the team battles. So the team battles that I'm doing is like I don't know if you've ever watched that show Beyblade back when we were kids.
Yeah.
But Beyblade, they originally, like when they first came out, they had it was like, a 4-man team, and each member of the team had to battle before another member could battle again and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So there were just like team rules and stuff. So that's kind of the way I'm setting up this team competition. But in order to get to team competitions first, I want to get 4 captains and set up some proxies, some competition proxies, so I can showcase what this whole next stage competition is, to where then we can go to all these different companies who have sponsored builders and stuff and be like, all right, put your team together, get ready to compete, because that's where we're at.
Okay, I see where you're going.
So like Mecha Warehouse and USA Gundam Store and Clarksville Hobby Depot, they all have sponsored builders that work for them. Okay, the challenge will be their team. You have to get a captain plus 3 to 4 other builders. So trying to put together a 5-man team, and that'll be the whole concept. And your team has team colors, and your team has to build along those team colors and all that type of stuff. And we'll do like each week the proxies. We'll do the proxies as like battle Gundam or battle Zaku or battle TriStar or battle Delta Kai or battle Silver Bullet, and it'll just be like everybody on the team has to go out and get that kit and build that exact kit to their style, to their ability, their style. And at the end of the month, we'll do like a TV show where that team where the two teams face off against each other after everybody's finished their builds. So it'll be a really cool competition that I'm like planning on, and that also folds into the whole concept of I was telling you I'm building like a TV station over here at Web C Official, and different shows and stuff. And this is one of the things where this will be one of those different shows. It'll be a show within itself and a tournament for people to join and be super interactive with. So it's just one more little spoke in that wheel that I'm trying to get to rolling, you know?
Yeah. I see what you're talking about.
So that's going to be one of those, definitely, we'll talk more and more about it as we get closer to that type of, the scenario unfolds. And I mean, like, everything seems to be going in the right direction for it. So it took me a while to get this first tournament thought of. And I was like, yeah, what do we do in like video games? What were they called? They were like quests, or what were they? They were bounties. And that's where I came up with the bounty bag idea, because I played a lot of Destiny and Destiny 2.
Yeah.
And that's what they have. They have like daily bounties and weekly bounties and stuff like that. I was like, oh yeah, we call it a bounty bag. And then
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, so then that's the idea, is like, so when you pick up your bounty, your mission is in your bounty, and you got to perform that bounty to get the reward. You know what I mean? So that's the whole concept of it. Is we're sending you a bounty, and you got to complete that bounty challenge to get the reward.
Yeah.
So super good concept there to create that. And that's why I was like, nah, we shouldn't. I don't want to charge anybody for anything. I get it. I mean, like, I'm sending you, free Gunpla parts, but whatever. It's for me. I mean, I've got this box full of parts. I got to get rid of them some way or another.
Oh man.
Oh, I know. You probably got a bigger box than me.
Hold on.
Imagine.
Okay, hold on. This is only
Okay,
one.
Solid runners and shit.
So that's a bag.
Full runners and fucking parts. Bro.
Full runners.
This is just one, but
Oh shit.
That's all extra.
Wow. The things we could build with all those extra parts. Oh my god, dude.
Jesus. Oh
Yeah.
man.
I gotta go leave myself.
So I'm gonna send you 6 of these bags. No. No, that's amazing. Yeah, I don't have that many extra parts.
Like, throw a couple of those in a box, just random, and see what I can do.
Yeah, man.
I totally get that, because that's how because I have parts to tool for my RC cars. The same way. I have to buy something, and it comes with more parts I need. You just end up with a bunch of parts. In comparison to, because Gunpla's not my first, primary hobby, but I soon started adding up because I started saving parts that I don't use. So it's starting to add up.
Right on.
Right on. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this short.
Yeah, I
I'm
was
gonna
just
go
about to
grab.
say I'm about to be done here too.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab something to eat, but I'll still be here in the shop, still doing the thing. I still got a lot more work to do. I'll be here till later on tonight. So
Awesome.
Well, if
I
you
gotta get this guy. Yeah, I gotta break this guy down and top coat him tonight. So that's what I'm gonna be doing after dinner here.
all right, well, it's good chit chatting with y'all, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All
Thanks for
right, well,
hanging
I'm gonna
out.
go ahead and let y'all go, man.
All right. Talk to you later.
Later, y'all.
We'll catch up.
Awesome. Definitely great having Oni Mecha here in the studio with us, hanging out. And I will talk to you guys later.